There is a way that particular political seat turned them into a beast that you never see coming. I don't know what exactly is our offense that God is punishing us for that. He is always giving us a pretender that we will trust, and when he gets there, he will mess up. I can't even talk about the last time that I vote in this country, but I'm voting this time around. Collectively, we all are going to go out and vote. And vote like an educated person. Even if you've never been through the four walls of the school, at least the economy in Nigeria is affecting all of us. You think that you don't care. You think that as long as you can eat and you can clothe, that is all that you need in this country. Your birthright has been stolen away from you, and I pity for the future of our children. If we do not fight for them and we make the same mistake that our parents make, then a lot of regret surely awaits us at the end of it. Because I do not know where this is going. I do not know what they want to make of us. Some of you...
Hello and what's up, guys? In this video, there is serious tension in the air as Nigerian youths begin to rise, and this time they are not joking. After watching Very Dark Man's disturbing video from Benue, one young Nigerian broke down emotionally, saying it messed with her mind, but also opened her eyes to the bitter reality of this country. She said she no longer needs history or elders to explain Nigeria. Everything is happening right before our eyes, from Ruga to killing, silence from leaders, and media cover-ups. Enough is enough. She calls on fellow youth to wake up, warning that tribal politics won't save anyone. Whether you are Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, the pain will reach all of us. It's Benue today, she said. Who knows where next? And then came the shocker. A Fulani man was seen. A Fulani herdsman was seen holding weapons freely, yet peaceful citizens calling for justice are branded terrorists. One you didn't hold back, calling out General Christopher Musa directly, saying, "You have failed us. If you can't protect us, let us protect ourselves." Guys, I will let you watch this video for yourself so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Take a look, guys, and remember to share your thoughts after watching.
After watching VDM's video about the happening in Benue, I have been mentally, emotionally, and spiritually devastated. I actually regretted watching that video because it messed my head up. And I'm also happy that I watched the video because it gives me the insight on what is actually happening and how I should redefine my future without anybody having to tell me. To all the youth, you know, I believe that by now, you don't need stories. Your forefathers don't need to tell you anything about Nigeria. Everything is happening right in front of us, especially those of us who are making good use of social media. Election is coming up. If you like, start doing party. Start doing I am APC, I am PDP, I am POY. If you like, start doing tribe. I cannot vote for Igbo, I cannot vote for Hausa, I cannot vote for Yoruba. See, we all will suffer this. It is Benue State today. We don't know where it will be tomorrow. It is the Benues now. We don't know who would be next. You people are not talking. I have not seen content about this. And the only man, Very Dark Man, who stood up to go and make video about this, since the media refused to say anything about it. Somebody somewhere called D1 Abi D3. What the hell is his name? That one that is always acting as if he's an outcast in Nigeria. He picked up his phone and started making content against Very Dark Man, saying that Very Dark Man went to that place to make videos that will make him social media money. How much is the media actually paying? This content creation on social media has really taken the humanity aspect of us. He was accusing Very Dark Man that he went there to make videos so that he can make money from it. Anyway, this is what I have to say. I don't vote. It is something I have stopped for a very long time because I don't want to be blaming myself when my candidate starts misbehaving. I don't trust anybody. There is a way that particular political seat turned them into a beast that you never see coming. I don't know what exactly is our offense that God is punishing us for that. He is always giving us a pretender that we will trust, and when he gets there, he will mess up. I can't even talk about the last time that I vote in this country, but I'm voting this time around. Collectively, we all are going to go out and vote. And vote like an educated person. Even if you've never been through the four walls of the school, at least the economy in Nigeria is affecting all of us. You think that you don't care. You think that as long as you can eat and you can clothe, that is all that you need in this country. Your birthright has been stolen away from you, and I pity for the future of our children. If we do not fight for them and we make the same mistake that our parents make, then a lot of regret surely awaits us at the end of it. Because I do not know where this is going. I do not know what they want to make of us. Some of you are so concerned about the happening in other people's country, even our so-called leaders. I see them sending solidarity message to other countries like Israel and all of that. But your country is in a mess. Your country is in shambles, and nobody is saying anything about it. And every time they say, oh, let us go and protest, you people will turn it to rally. You people will turn it to night out with the guys. Somebody will go there and be shaking bomb bomb. Somebody will be there and taking alcohol on the street. You people will be dancing. They say we are in pain. We should march in numbers and express our pain. You people are dancing to music. You people are holding your girlfriend wearing a cone and never serious. Now the government, they now think that they understand our ideology of life. So they are dealing with us according to their observation of us. Leave them, let them rant. They go there all right. When it is time, we will share money for them. Some of you that are even speaking against the bad governance, immediately you see 100,000 naira from one politician now, the story go change. You will sell your destiny for 10,000 naira, for 100,000 naira. I heard that some of you are getting paid. Some of the bloggers are getting paid to keep quiet, to not post Peter Obi. I am not here to actually speak or rally for anybody. Right now, I am in observation mode. Anybody who deserves my vote shall get it. I don't care. I am not a Hausa lady. I'm from Kogi. I don't care. I would vote for whoever that is competent enough to rule this country. I would have said that I don't have energy for anything that has to do with politics. But in all honesty, I've come to the realization that politics is a part of us and it's not something we can eliminate. Politics defines our future. It's not something we can hide away from. If you're going to eat, if you're going to be in hunger, if you're going to be in wealth, if your business will flourish, if you'll be happy, it will be determined by the governance of this country. So at this point, we all need to stop hiding from, I don't have time for politics, whereas your life is directly and indirectly still being controlled by the people in government. Let's wake up, Nigerians. Let us wake up. As 2027 election will be coming up, bury tribalism. Forget that shit. It doesn't matter. Whoever that you feel is competent, vote for the person. Forget about party. At this point, it's not about APC, it's not about PDP. Vote for competent.
See, talking about this Benue situation, I just want to talk about two things here, to whom it may concern, to whoever wants to listen. Just two things. One, you see, there was a protest, right? The protest was an event, a dating. The protest is over. Has the solution been gotten? The answer is no. But some will quite think the solution has already arrived because the Inspector General of Police went to Benue State and the CDS visited. And as usual, you know, we're going to witness a kind of deployment of military personnel, police personnel, patrolling, mostly even in urban areas, right? At least for a while. So for a while now, after that now, it will now finish. Abi? So, and I want you to know that the perpetrators of this act are equally aware that the atmosphere is tense now. So they are going to wait till the situation is no more tense, then they will resume. You understand? And that is why in this regards, I want to talk about our protest. I have made several videos in this regards. Protest is not an event. Number one, it's not a dating. It's not an occasion that you just do once and you just go. That is one. Secondly, protest is not something you expect to just go out and you are served rice and beans, or people are cheering you up for demanding for your rights. That is not true. So don't expect that when you go out everything is going to be rosy, whatever. That is on that part. Another thing I want to talk about in this regard is protests should be objective. Objective in the sense that I've said this severally. Objective in the sense that the points must be itemized. The solutions to the problems must be well itemized and presented to the government. I remember sometimes back I made a video in regards to the international global standard of what policing should be, where I made reference to the fact that the global standard is the fact that a total number of 241 policemen are required to police a group of 10,000 individuals. And when I run my statistics with the total number of Nigerians and with the total number of police we have at the moment, I get to discover that when you deduct the ones attached to VIP and the rest of it, you're virtually left with like 15 policemen protecting 10,000 people. 15 policemen providing security to 10,000 people. That is what you have in Nigeria at the moment. So, in regards objective protest now, you quite agree with me. It's not just Benue that is under police. Nigeria is under police generally. So I was expecting a situation when you're coming out for this protest, it should be a call for the fact that, and this thing still boils down to police reform. It should be a call for the fact that there is need for establishment of more security outfits in the state, most especially in these areas affected. That is to say, anywhere you have a community of 10,000 people, you are expecting to have a police division there, well and optimally equipped. But what do you have in Nigeria? 15 policemen protecting a community of 10,000, and in most cases, you have a community of even more than 10,000 where you don't even have police presence. So, if you're not objective in regards demanding for these things, I'm telling you, they will deploy. They will come and throw smoke. Because the fact is, how long will they even sustain the logistic that is involved in moving up and down, mostly in urban areas, fueling the helicopters, the trucks and whatever? I'm not telling you why they will be removed. Possibly now you will be left with a little checkpoints or whatever there. That is not what address it. That is on that part. The second thing I want to talk about is to whoever wants to listen, until we go back to the drawing board of how our forefathers, our parents used to live before. I am telling you, the issue of stopping insecurity will remain nothing but a delusion. What were they doing different that we are not doing at the moment? You quite agree with me that the engine, the main unit of any state or any society was at that point in time was the community. That is to say, you have a community whereby everybody knows each other. One. Secondly, you have a community whereby there's active community participation. I remember the days of vigilantes. All communities come together, put resources together to form up a vigilante and a lot of other things. And apart from having them alone, by the time you hear, okay, there's a robbery in this place or there are thieves in this place, everybody comes out. But what do you have in today's world? What you have in today's world is a situation when they are robbing the next flat in the same building. The other neighbor is trying to lock his door properly so that they don't enter and come to him. Or others are trying to run away. The fact is, we're still now left with, if you no consign me, it no be my problem. But gradually it's coming to affect everybody. And at that point in time, with our forefathers then, the community had leaders that were selected, traditional rulers that were selected by the people, and they represent the people. They were very active. They have a kind of a working network that was all about the community itself, number one. But what do you have at this point in time? You just have a situation where you see a community is just a group of people living together independently. Everybody living. It's even extends to the villages now. So, till we go back to that, and you quite agree with me that by the time you have a community that is divided, that cannot even agree on a thing, how are you expecting to have a state or a country that is united towards a common enemy? That is where the problem starts. Have you ever wondered how have they succeeded in dividing people across religious and across tribal sentiment? You think they go to a particular state and just divide them? It starts with the individual, and the individual from the community. From that community, that's why when they pollute this person's mind, pollute the next person's mind, pollute the other person's mind, you now have a small community that is divided. And extensively, it expand, and before you know, you have a bunch of people that cannot come together and reason and fight the common enemy. And that is the situation. So this basic thing, seriously, until we do it, we cannot even hold the government accountable, and nothing is going to change.
This is a young Fulani headsman with weapons and cartridges. General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff. If I go around telling Benue people and Benue youth to go and get weapons and buy guns and start defending themselves, we label me a terrorist easily. Because somehow I look like somebody who is responsible. And so I value my life enough to be afraid. And so I can be intimidated and suppressed. You made statements saying that, people smuggle fuel. Some people in the army leaked information out to those people, and the attacks there in Yelwata is what coordinated.
Now we used to have, even within us, people that compromise and give information, because going around, you see the way some of the burnings were made, were targeted, and which means they had insiders.
How do you expect the masses to have trust in the military? With all the news we've been seeing online, how do you expect us to have trust in the military? Every Fulani guy can confidently say that we are coming to buy you guys again, we'll come and kill you guys again. This is just the first one. Like this guy here.
This is just the beginning. They never see something. And I want to tell you something. Fulani are not like government. I'm seeing you in social media abusing government, doing this. Fulani are not like government. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. Last month, I come meet with one video. The new state people, they give Fulanis 14 days to come out in their state. That one is rubbish now. They don't have the right to chase all Fulani in their state. Whether you state peace with Fulani or they should live in a state.
They have the guts to say that Fulani are not Nigerian government. Meaning that they are above the law, they act how they want to act. When I looked at the message I sent to the president talking about his visit to my state, I just realized that, Dokuma, you are still mourning. Because I'm somebody, besides losing my father and inheriting a whole lot of baggage while they try handle, I'm somebody who has been a victim right from childhood of crisis, from one crisis to the other. My family fled from Kano to Jos because of Kano crisis. In Jos again, people in my street almost killed us in the house. We had to also flee from there to safety. And now that I'm in Benue, the enemy is still encroaching. And then you have Fulani people telling you that they are indigenous of Benue state, that we must learn to live with them.
Millions of Fulanis, they have been born and brought up in Benue. And you ask them to leave the state. Unacceptable. It can't happen. Seriously. So you people, you have a traditional rulers, both the Fulanis and the other tribes. So you have to call on them and ask them to organize a meeting between the traditional rulers. If they organize a meeting, maybe they will discuss how to solve the issue. That's simple. But to be fighting each other or to ask the other tribes to leave the state, it will never happen, and it will never be the solution of what's happening in the particular state. Seriously.
Through what? Acts of terrorism. You're imposing yourself on us. Is there no other place to find land? Are there no other lands to go to? Why is it Benue? Why is it special to you people? And to the Benue people, we need to learn how to protect what is ours, because I've said it before. I've made several videos here. The other one, I was literally backing here. At the para for here, they say that they keep you for Zakibiam. They change narrative. They say, now boys, now this one, our community. Zakibiam, where 70% of the yam tubers in this country come out from. Our food sovereignty is being attacked. But we are sitting down and watching. Because we as Benue people have decided to be voting people based on sentiments. We voted Governor Ali into power based on sentiment, based on religious sentiment. So we carry on for head, he's going to bring the Holy Church and he's going to lead with. Has he led with? Popularity is not leadership. I will tell you guys now. Popularity is not leadership. Because so far, he has been clueless in everything. Down to appointments, the caliber of people he surrounds himself with. With all the protests that happened in Benue, the Commissioner for Youth did not come out to say anything, to show solidarity. Nothing. He has been mute. I've not seen any video. And if there's any video, mention me, make I see him. But I won't take back my word because I know see him. This is what is happening in Benue State. The people in leadership are confused. The cabinets are confused. Everybody is against each other. And a house against itself will crumble. Sure. And when the president came, because I was watching the video, the MC after the Totif has spoken the mind of the people and saying this is a planned strategic genocide of wiping out the Benue people. The MC proceeded to say that what the Totif is saying, that Mr. President, if we have given you 2,000 votes in the past, he's saying that we will give you 10,000 votes more this time around.
Father has just said, if we gave you 2,000 votes the last time, we're giving you 10,000 votes this time around. across political lines. We love you and support you.
Every time we find a way to push selfish interests. Children were lined up under the rain waiting for the president. These are children that we are fighting for their future, but the adults do not know when to set priorities. In a state where people have been gunned down for over 10, 15 years, it has been going on with 50, 20, the news we suppress, people are dying. I shout. Not hearing anything. Everybody is shouting, buy guns, give money, now go fight, now go carry guns, go do this one. Yes, it has gotten to that point because the military is telling us that we are on our own. How can the president ask you, why have no arrests been made? What he meant is that you would have found these people because we have the intelligence to actually find these people. You would have found these people and started interrogation, but nothing. No response, nothing to answer. People came to show their grievances, police arrest them. They are actually challenging and asking. They are demanding. You still use live ammunition. And reports hitting me now that there is a sect that has been created that it's neither police nor security. They are like decorated thugs that are being sent to chase people and abduct them. A lot of people saying they couldn't go out because the police is going around arresting people. So you don't have rights. We as a youth do not have rights. We are still in fear. Constant fear. Are we unified as a youth? I will not say we are. We're only unified when there is a problem that it looks like we have to talk about it. But on the daily, is this what we do? On the daily. Because if all of us are like this, we go know say we don't dey ready. There are two types of revolution. They fall under two classes. There's a violent revolution and there's an intelligent revolution. And either ways, one must happen because this world cannot just be like this. How can you say that? How can you say that it will happen again? Others are saying that we must learn how to live with them. I said this to the governor the other time. Do not go down in history as the one that sold your land to other people. And Mr. President came there and said that we need to establish ranch. So the undertone I'm getting there is that this ranching thing must happen. And that is the way, that is the gate. You know, go ask people what thing that they do before you impose on them. We don't want ranches for cattle. We do other livestock. Okay, you say we should do ranching. Oh yeah, now we will do our own ranching. We rear our own cows. We will consume our own cows. Must we buy the cows from the Fulani people? I be there, they pour sugar inside Fulani meat. I'm just asking. Because the silence from my state has been too much. Whether you like me, Benue State, whether you don't like me, just understand that we are in this thing together. And your like or hate or dislike cannot save us. We don't come together and finish this thing and use our brain. A committee will be formed of non-indigens and indigens. And they will sit in Abuja and deliberate. Why is there no instantaneous results when it comes to people's lives? Why? Why is there no instantaneous results or directive when it comes to people's lives? Because loss of life has become a normal thing in Nigeria. They're just living like animals. You say animals, the way animals they one feet die near them, they will just still continue the way that they go down and don't go. That's what the system is forcing us to do, like animals. And let me be clear about food sovereignty. You understand? What is happening in Benue State has external hands inside it. Do you understand? What is happening in Benue and all these places where food is being grown, farmed, that have been under consistent attack and sabotage, has international interventions inside it. We need to know collectively who our true enemies are. Whether you like it or not, in the future, if we do not stop and secure our food sovereignty, that's the right to own our food, plant our own crop, grow our food, they will sell us GMO. I've said it, they will sell us GMO. They can control the farmer in the land. Because after a while, our normal seeds no go dey. The children wey you born, they go grow come meet GMO. They will take it that GMO is normal. That seeds have to be sold to you. And the ones they are selling to you, no fit plant and grow am. Because they've taken your seeds, they are growing it there, keeping the seeds, creating GMOs and selling back to Africa. When we see conflicts, there have been discovery of mineral resources there. They will shift the people from that side. Then what next? Somebody will come and invest in it, capture that land for cheap. Listen and listen very good. We cannot be in this century and be acting dumb. There's information everywhere. We cannot be ignorant to the science and the information. And it's time for us to start gathering ourselves small, and start making statements and start understanding where our future lies, because we go old. We go old. And children, go they ask us, how far now? When I be know they see as this team in they go worse and worse and worse. What will not do about them? That's what we'll sit down and say, the country was bad, this one was this, we'll be explaining ourselves. If the military cannot protect us, we must protect ourselves. Simple as that.